I want to talk to someone tonight who's really good at laughing. Not because everything's funny, but because laughing keeps people from asking questions if you're laughing. No one stops to ask if you're okay. No one looks twice. No one notices the tired eyes behind the joke you just made. How long have you been using laughter like that? As a wall, not a window. As something to keep people out, not let them in? I want you to know something before this song even starts. God was never fooled by the laugh. He never needed you to perform lightness for him. He sees exactly what's underneath it tonight, and he's not going anywhere. I made the joke before you could ask. Laughter became my favorite mask. Anxiety hiding behind the sound of a smile so no one would look around. I kept the mood light, kept it fun, so no one saw the war I'd won, just to make it through the day, while something inside me slipped away. I got so good at this disguise, I laughed away my own tired eyes. But you don't need the joke I told. You see the ache I couldn't hold. The laugh I used to hide it. You saw straight through the sound. You knew the joke was covering a heart that hit the ground. God knew God saw behind the laughter and the noise. He saw the tears I buried underneath my practiced poise. The laugh, I used to hide it. You loved what was really there. I was the funny one at every table, cracking jokes while barely able to hold myself together right. Depression laughing through the night, overthinking every word I said, wondering what was in my head, while everyone assumed I'm fine because I never crossed that line. The laugh I used to hide it. You saw straight through the sound. You knew the joke was covering a heart that hit the ground. God knew God saw behind the laughter and the noise. He saw the tears I buried underneath my practiced poise. The laugh, I used to hide it. You loved what was really there. Maybe someone listening tonight has been the funny one for so long, people forgot to ever check if you were okay. Maybe you forgot too. I want you to hear this gently. You don't have to earn attention by being entertaining. You don't have to keep the room light to be loved. God isn't waiting for the punchline. He's waiting for you exactly as tired and real as you are behind it. You can stop laughing here if you need to. He's not going anywhere. The laugh I used to hide, I couldn't hide it all from you. You saw what the laughter never let come through. God knew God saw, and he loved me still. He's healing what was hidden. He's mending my will. The laugh If you've been laughing to hide something heavy, comment below. God saw me. So we know, and so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. If what you're hiding behind the laughter feels heavier than tiredness, if it feels like real hopelessness, please reach out to a counselor, pastor, or crisis line in your area. You don't have to carry this alone. And if this ministry is reaching your heart tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us reach someone else, still laughing to hide something real. And he's not going anywhere. Amen.
Aqui está a música doce, so no one would ask, aprofundando a dor de evitar ser visto, so no one would ask. I want to ask you something honest tonight. Have you ever changed the subject just so no one would ask how you're really doing? Have you ever cracked a joke the second a conversation got too close to something real? Have you ever left a room, a call, a text unread, just so you wouldn't have to answer, "Are you okay?" with anything but a lie? There's a specific kind of tired that comes from managing what people see of you, deflecting, redirecting, keeping every conversation on the surface so no one gets close enough to notice the cracks. If that's been you, I want you to know something before this song starts. You don't have to deflect with God. He already sees past every redirect you've ever made.
I change the subject every time, steered away before the climb of questions I could not survive, so no one would ask if I'm alive. I kept the small talk light and fast, made sure no serious question passed. Anxiety behind my darting eyes, practiced in my quick disguise. I built a wall of clever words so no one heard what I deferred. But you don't need my careful guard. You see me even when it's hard. So no one would ask. I kept the conversation light, but you saw straight through every dot, every slide. God knew, God saw behind the words I chose. He saw the ache that no one else could ever know. So no one would ask, but you already knew. I answered questions with a joke before the real ones ever spoke. Depression tucked behind the wind, loneliness I'd never admit. I got so good at changing lanes, steering clear of all my pains, while everyone assumed I'm fine, because I drew that careful line. So no one would ask. I kept the conversation light, but you saw straight through every dot, every slide. God knew, God saw behind the words I chose. He saw the ache that no one else could ever know. So no one would ask, but you already knew. Maybe someone listening tonight has gotten so good at deflecting, you don't even remember the last time someone actually asked how you were doing, and you let them stay long enough to hear the real answer. I want you to hear this. You don't have to deflect with God. You don't have to change the subject. He's not going anywhere when the conversation gets real. He's not uncomfortable with your honesty. He's been waiting patiently for you to stop redirecting and just tell him the truth. So no one would ask, but you asked anyway. You looked right past my walls and met me where I lay. God knew, God saw, and still He drew near. He's not asking you to perform, just to be here. So no one would ask, but you're asking me now. You're asking me now, and I don't have to hide. If you've been deflecting so no one would ask, comment below. You asked anyway, so we know, and so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. If what you're avoiding feels too heavy to carry alone, please reach out to a counselor, pastor, or crisis line in your area. You are worth that honest conversation. And if this ministry is reaching your heart tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us reach someone else who's been dodging the question for too long. Amen.
I want to talk tonight to the person everyone calls the funny one. The one who lights up every room. The one who always has a joke ready, a laugh loaded, a way to make everyone else feel lighter. Nobody imagines you struggling. You're supposed to be the comic relief, not the one who needs relief yourself. But what happens when the funny one goes home? What happens in the quiet after the laughter fades, when there's no audience left to perform for? I want you to know something before this song starts. God isn't looking for your comic timing. He's not amused by the performance. He wants the version of you that exists after everyone else goes home. Tired, real, and still worth loving. I'm funny on the outside, dying on the in, making everybody laugh again and again. Anxiety behind the punchlines that I say, depression waiting for the crowd to fade away. I light up every room I enter, but inside I'm my own defender, against a war that no one sees, behind my comedy and my ease. The laughter fades when I am alone. The silence turns into a moan. But even in that empty place, I'm never outside of your grace. Funny on the outside, but crying deep within. You saw past the comedy, past my practiced grin. God knew, God saw when the laughter finally stopped. He caught every tear the moment my performance dropped. Funny on the outside, but you loved what's underneath. The party ends, I drive back home, take off the mask, I'm all alone. The jokes I told still ring inside, an empty echo, nowhere to hide. I check my phone, no one's checked on me, because I seem to find a beat, anything but happy. Oh, but you knew the ache in my soul.
you loved what's underneath. Maybe someone listening tonight is the one everyone leans on for laughter, but no one leans in to ask if you're carrying something heavy. I want you to hear this. You were never created to only be useful for the joy you bring others. Your worth was never tied to your comic timing. God delights in you, even in the silence after the laughter fades, even in the tired, unfunny, real version of you that goes home alone. You don't have to be funny for him. You just have to be honest. Funny on the outside, but you saw the tears within. Oh, you're healing what was hidden underneath my grin. Oh, God knew, God saw, and now he's drawing near. Not for the laughter, but for the heart right here. Funny on the outside, but whole because of grace. Whole because of grace. And finally, fully seen. If you've been the funny one carrying something no one else sees, comment below. You see me, so we know. And so we can pray for you personally. We read every comment. If the ache behind the laughter feels heavier than you can carry, please reach out to a counselor, pastor, or crisis line in your area. You matter far more than your jokes. And if this ministry is reaching your heart tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us reach someone else who's funny on the outside and hurting within. Amen. Amen. Amen.
I want to be honest with you tonight, because I think you're exhausted from being anything else. How long have you carried the role of the funny one? The one who breaks the tension? The one who makes sure everyone else is smiling? Even when you haven't smiled for yourself in weeks. How tiring is it to be the source of everyone's laughter and no one's comfort? I know this song might find you at the end of that role tonight. Not because you don't love making people laugh, but because you're tired of being the only one holding the room together. Tired of performing lightness while you're heavy. Tired of being needed for joy and never asked about your own. If that's you, I want you to know, you don't have to be funny here. Not with this song, not with him. I'm tired of being the light in the room. Tired of holding back my own gloom. Anxiety hiding behind my jokes. Depression wearing my favorite clothes. Overthinking every laugh I gave. Wondering who would come to save me if I ever stopped the show. I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm so tired of performing now. I don't know how to take this bow. But even in my weary place, I'm reaching for your steady grace. Tired of being the funny one, but you want more than that. You see beyond the comic role, beyond the laughs I pack. God knew, God stayed, even when I couldn't fake it through. I don't have to entertain, I can just be true. Tired of being the funny one, but you never asked me to. I've made you laugh through my own tears, carried jokes through my own fears. Exhausted from the energy,
it takes to be everybody's remedy. I don't know who I am without the laughter, the constant cloud of being needed just for cheer, while no one asks what's happening here. Tired of being the funny one, but you want more than that. You see beyond the comic role, beyond the laughs I pack. God knew, God stayed, even when I couldn't fake it through. I don't have to entertain, I can just be true. Tired of being the funny one, but you never asked me to. Maybe someone listening tonight has been performing joy for so long. You're not sure what it even feels like to just receive comfort instead of giving it. I want you to hear this. God never asked you to be the entertainment. He's not looking for your best material. He's looking for your honest heart, tired and unfunny, and all you can set the role down here. You don't have to hold up the room for him. And if the exhaustion you're feeling goes beyond tiredness, if it feels like hopelessness, if it feels like you can't keep going, please reach out tonight to a counselor, a pastor, or a crisis line in your area. You are worth that call. You are worth staying for. Tired of being the funny one, but you're teaching me to rest. I don't have to earn my worth through every job. Funny one, but free to finally be true. Free to finally be true in front of only you. If you're tired of being the funny one tonight and needed this, comment below. I don't have to perform, so we know. And so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. If you're struggling with real thoughts of hopelessness, please don't carry that alone. Reach out to a counselor, pastor, or crisis line in your area right now. You matter, and help is available. And if this ministry is reaching hurting hearts like yours, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us keep reaching people who are tired of performing joy they don't feel. Amen. Amen.
Tonight I want you to imagine something different. Not making the joke, not deflecting the question. Not lighting up the room for everyone else's comfort. Just stopping, letting the laughter fade, letting your face rest, letting yourself feel exactly as tired as you actually are. What would it feel like to stop performing, even for just this hour? To let the room go quiet, and let that quiet be okay. I want you to know something. God isn't waiting for the next joke. He's not disappointed when the laughter stops. He's been waiting patiently for the moment you finally let yourself be still. I've made the jokes for far too long, laughing through a hollow song, anxiety hiding just beneath a performance polished like my teeth. But tonight I feel it's soft and true, a quiet stillness just from you. Not to entertain, not to pretend, just to let the laughing end. So I'm letting my laughter fall, answering this quiet call. I don't have to fill the air, I'm laying my act before your care. I stop laughing tonight. I let you see it all. Every tear, every fear, every time I'd fall. God, I'm done performing, done holding up this room. I stopped laughing tonight, and I stepped out of the gloom. I stopped laughing tonight, and I finally feel free. The tired eyes, the aching chest, the nights I never truly rest, the grief I dressed in easy jokes, the loneliness beneath my strokes. I don't have to hide it here, I don't have to mask the fear, because you love the quiet one more than the comedy I'd run. I stopped laughing tonight, I let you see it all. Every tear, every fear, every time I'd fall. God, I'm done performing, done holding up this room. I stopped laughing tonight, and I stepped out of the gloom. I stopped laughing tonight, and I finally feel free. Maybe someone listening tonight has been so used to being the laughter. Stopping feels almost frightening, like without the jokes you're too quiet, too heavy, too much to sit with. I want you to hear this gently. The quiet you, laughter aside, tired and unfiltered, is exactly who he's been waiting for. Not the performance, not the punchline. You just as you are, right now, in the stillness. Let it be quiet. He's not going anywhere. I stopped laughing tonight, and I finally feel your peace. I don't have to perform for love to never cease. God knew, God stayed, and He loves what's underneath. I stopped laughing tonight, and I finally can breathe. I stopped laughing tonight, and I'm free to just be still, free to just be still, held completely by grace. If you stop performing tonight while this played, comment below. I can be still, so we know, and so we can pray for you personally. We read every comment. And if this ministry is helping you find stillness tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps this reach someone else who needs to stop laughing and just rest. Amen. 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 Aqui está a música 6. I let the laugh fall. Aprofundando a entrega, o momento de deixar cair completamente a máscara do humor. I want to sit with you in a moment of honesty tonight. There's a difference between stopping the performance and actually letting it fall completely. Releasing your grip on the identity you built just to survive social rooms, family gatherings, the space between I'm fine and what's actually true. Tonight, I want you to let it fall, not just pause it. Let it drop completely, like something you've been holding so tightly your hands are shaking, finally opening. He's not asking you to explain why you built the mask. He's just asking you to let it go. I held the laughter in my hands, like something that could meet demands of every room, of every face. But it was never built to bear this weight.
Tonight I feel my fingers loosen, the grip I've held since I don't know when. Not because the joy was wrong, but because I can't hold on this long. So I'm opening my tired hands, releasing all my careful plans to keep the room from feeling low. Tonight I finally let it go. I let the laugh fall, I let it hit the ground. I don't have to hold the room up, I don't have to make a sound. God, I'm tired of catching everyone else's fear. I let the laugh fall, and I finally feel you near. I let the laugh fall, and I finally feel light. The jokes I used to keep afloat, the lightness I would always tote into every heavy room. Even when my heart held gloom, I don't have to carry that today. I don't have to find a clever way to keep the mood from feeling real, because you love how I actually feel. I let the laugh fall, I let it hit the ground. I don't have to hold the room up, I don't have to make a sound. God, I'm tired of catching everyone else's fear. I let the laugh fall, and I finally feel you near. I let the laugh fall, and I finally feel light. Maybe someone listening tonight has been the one holding the room together for so long that letting it fall feels like letting everyone down. I want you to hear this clearly. You were never meant to carry everyone else's mood. That was never your job. Even if you've done it for years, let it fall. Let someone else hold the room tonight. Let God hold you instead. I let the laugh fall, every mask, every guise. I let the laugh fall, and I finally meet your eyes. God knew, God saw, and still you call me yours. Not the entertainer, but the one you still adore. I let the laugh fall, and grace caught what remained. If you let something fall tonight while this played, comment below, I let it fall, so we know, and so we can pray for you personally. We read every comment. And if this ministry is helping you release something heavy tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps this reach someone else who needs to let their mask fall too. Amen. Amen. Amen.
I want to tell you something tonight that might bring you to tears in a good way. Every joke you've ever used as a shield, He saw past it. Every laugh that covered a breaking heart, every witty deflection that kept people from asking twice. He wasn't fooled for a second. And here's what matters most. He never loved the performance. He loved what was underneath it the whole time, tired and quiet and real. You spent so much energy keeping the mood light, but the weight you were carrying was never hidden from Him. Not for one moment. I thought my laughter kept you out, kept the conversation light, no doubt. But you looked past the joke I told, straight to the ache I couldn't hold. You saw the anxious nights I hid, the tears behind the jokes I did. You saw the tired soul in me, beneath the humor, wanting to be free. I tried so hard to keep it light, but you saw through into the night. You never needed my routine. You looked straight through to what's unseen. You saw past my laughter, past every clever line. You saw past the comedy, straight into what was mine. God knew, God saw, and still you called me yours. Not the version I performed, but the one you adore. You saw past my laughter and loved me still. The performance took so much from me, exhausted trying hard to be someone light, someone fun, while inside something had come undone. But you were never watching that, the timing or the clever act. You were watching my heart break and loving me for my own sake. You saw past my laughter, past every clever line. You saw past the comedy, straight into what was mine. God knew, God saw, and still you called me yours. Not the version I performed, but the one you adore. You saw past my laughter and loved me still. Maybe someone listening tonight has spent years wondering if anyone would stay if they weren't entertaining. Not the funny version, not the lightened up version, the tired, still healing version underneath. I want you to hear this. God has seen that version the entire time, and He has never once turned away. He's not disappointed in what's underneath your laughter. He saw past it from the very beginning, and He chose you anyway. He chooses you still. You saw past my laughter, and still you drew me near. You saw past every joke and calmed my every fear. God knew, God saw, and now I'm truly free to be exactly who you always saw in me. You saw past my laughter, and now I see it too. Now I see it too. I never had to hide from you. If you realize tonight that God has seen past your laughter all along, comment below. You saw me, so we know, and so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. And if this ministry is helping you feel truly known tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us reach someone else who needs to know they were never hidden from Him. Amen. Amen. Aqui está a música 8. I laughed so no one would ask if I was okay. O título âncora do vídeo, na fase de esperança e virada emocional mais forte da jornada. I want you to think back to every room you've ever walked into, laughing, while something inside you was quietly breaking. The family gathering where you were the life of the party. The workplace where you cracked jokes through the stress. The group chat where you always had something funny to say, right when things got too real. Nobody in those rooms knew what was really happening underneath your laughter. But tonight I need you to know something that might change how you see every single one of those moments. God saw it, not just noticed it in passing. He saw it fully, completely, with a love that never once looked away. I laughed so no one would ask if I was drowning behind the task of being fine, of being light, while something broke inside each night. Nobody clapped, nobody knew the battle raging deep in you, in me. I kept the room from feeling low, performing joy I didn't know. I thought my laughter hid it well. I thought no one could ever tell. But you don't need the act I wore. You saw what I was laughing for. I laughed so no one would ask if I was okay. But God saw right through it, saw what I couldn't say. God knew, He saw, He never looked away. He held the pieces breaking underneath the laughs I gave. I laughed so no one would ask, but He's healing it tonight. Every forced smile, every clever joke, every laugh that meant I never spoke. The real answer to how are you, He heard it all, He always knew. The anxiety behind the wit, the grief I never let me admit, the loneliness inside the sound of laughter echoing all around. I laughed so no one would ask if I was okay. But God saw right through it, saw what I couldn't say. God knew, He saw, He never looked away. He held the pieces breaking underneath the laughs I gave. I laughed so no one would ask, but He's healing it tonight. Maybe someone listening tonight has laughed through more pain than anyone will ever know. You've become so good at it that even you sometimes forget how much you're carrying underneath the joke. I want you to hear this clearly. God was never fooled, and He's never been disappointed. He saw every breaking moment behind every well-timed laugh. And He's been gathering those broken pieces the whole time, gently, patiently, preparing to make something whole out of what felt shattered. What was breaking behind your laughter is exactly what He came to heal. I laughed so no one would ask, but God saw what was true. He's turning all that breaking into something new. God knew, He saw, and now He's breaking through, making something beautiful from all you're walking through.
breaking through. If you needed to hear that God saw past your laughter, comment below. He saw me, so we know. And so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. And if this ministry is bringing hope to your heart tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us reach someone else who's laughing through something breaking inside. Amen. Amen.
Aqui está a música nova, hein? Someone finally asked. O momento em que alguém finalmente pergunta de verdade. E a cura começa a se tornar tangível. I want to tell you about a moment that can change everything. It's the moment someone looks past your joke, past your "I'm fine," past the laughter you offered as a distraction, and asks again, "No, really, how are you?" And they wait. They don't let you deflect, they just stay and listen. Maybe that hasn't happened for you in a long time. Maybe you've been waiting years for someone to ask twice. Tonight, I want you to know, God has been asking all along, and He's not going anywhere until you answer honestly. Someone finally asked me twice, didn't accept my quick disguise. They looked into my tired eyes and waited past my practiced lies. I almost laughed it off again, almost changed the subject then, but something in their steady gaze held space for me to end the maze. For once I didn't have to hide, I let the honest answer slide out of a place I kept so still, and felt the weight begin to still. Someone finally asked, and I finally told the truth. God, you sent that moment, you sent that gentle proof that I was worth the question, worth the second try. Someone finally asked, and I stopped needing to deny. Someone finally asked, and I finally felt seen. The tears I'd held for far too long finally found their way to a song. Not performed, not polished, real. A grief I finally let myself feel. I didn't know how much I needed someone patient, someone steady, to ask again, to stay, to care, enough to notice I was still there. Someone finally asked, and I finally told the truth. God, you sent that moment, you sent that gentle proof that I was worth the question, worth the second try. Someone finally asked, and I stopped needing to deny. Someone finally asked, and I finally felt seen. Maybe someone listening tonight is still waiting for someone to ask twice. Maybe no one has yet. I want you to hear this gently. God has never stopped asking. Every quiet moment, every sleepless night, He's been asking, how are you? Really? And He's not going anywhere until you tell Him the truth. And maybe tonight, He's also preparing someone in your life to finally ask and truly listen. Healing often starts the moment someone stays long enough to hear the real answer. Someone
to hide again. I don't have to hide again. I'm finally truly seen. If someone finally asked you, or if you needed God to ask you tonight, comment below, I feel seen. So we know, and so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. And if this ministry is helping you feel seen tonight, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us reach someone else who's still waiting to be asked. Amen. Amen. Oh. Amen. Amen.
We've walked a long road together tonight. He came in laughing on the outside, breaking on the inside. Somewhere in this hour, the laughter fell. Someone finally asked, and you finally answered honestly. And now, in these final moments, I don't want you to fix anything or figure anything out. I just want you to feel what it's like to be whole again. Not because you performed your way there, but because grace carried you there. The jokes you used as armor, you don't need them anymore. Not here. Not with him. I came in wearing a practiced grin, carrying weight I kept within. But something shifted while I stayed in this quiet hour. In this place I prayed. The laughter I once used to hide fell away and grace stepped inside. I felt the break and turned to peace. I felt the performance finally cease. I don't have to hold the laughter tight. I don't have to fake that I'm alright, because right here in this healing space I am whole by grace. Whole without the mask, when I couldn't hold myself. Whole without the mask, when I had no strength left. Healed through the hiding, healed through every fear, healed through the laughing. You met me right here. Whole without the mask, and I finally feel free. The jokes I told, the mask I wore, the tears behind the things I bore, it all mattered. It was all seen by a love more constant than I've ever known. I don't have to entertain to be loved by you. I don't have to fake a smile to make it through. I'm walking out different than I walked in, healed a little more, whole again. Whole without the mask, when I couldn't hold myself. Whole without the mask, when I had no strength left. Healed through the hiding, healed through every fear, healed through the laughing. You met me right here. Whole without the mask, and I finally feel free. Maybe someone listening right now is realizing you don't need the mask anymore. Not with him. Maybe for the first time in a long time you feel lighter than you did an hour ago. That's not an accident. That's grace meeting you exactly where you've been hiding behind the laughter. The same grace that saw through every joke, every deflection, every hidden tear. That grace is holding you right now, and it will still be holding you tomorrow, mask off, exactly as you are. You don't have to be funny for anyone tonight. You're already whole in the eyes that matter most. Whole without the mask. When I couldn't hold myself. Whole without the mask. Through every kind of pain I felt. Healed through the hiding. Healed through every tear. Healed through the laughing. Held completely here. Whole without the mask. And I'm walking in peace tonight. Whole without the mask. Thank you for making me right. If this hour brought you peace and wholeness tonight, comment below, whole again, so we know. And so we can pray for you by name in our hearts. We read every single comment, and we are so grateful you spent this hour with us. And if this ministry has blessed your heart, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us bring this same healing to someone else still laughing through something breaking inside. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow night. Amen. Amen. I want to be honest with you tonight, because I think you're exhausted from being anything else. How long have you carried the role of the funny one? The one who breaks the tension? The one who makes sure everyone else is smiling, even when you haven't smiled for yourself in weeks? How tiring is it to be the source of everyone's laughter and no one's comfort? I know this song might find you at the end of that role tonight. Not because you don't love making people laugh, but because you're tired of being the only one holding the room together. Tired of performing lightness while you're heavy. Tired of being needed for joy and never asked about your own. If that's you, I want you to know, you don't have to be funny here. Not with this song. Not with him. I'm tired of being the light in the room. Tired of holding back my own gloom. Anxiety hiding behind my jokes. Depression wearing my favorite clothes. Overthinking every laugh I gave. Wondering who would come to save me if I ever stopped the show. I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm so tired of performing now. I don't know how to take this bow. But even in my weary place, I'm reaching for your steady grace. Tired of being the funny one, but you want more than that. You see beyond the comic role, beyond the laughs I pack. God knew, God stayed, even when I couldn't fake it through. I don't have to entertain, I can just be true. Tired of being the funny one, but you never asked me to. I've made you laugh through my own tears, carried jokes through my own fears. Exhausted from the energy it takes to be everybody's remedy. I don't know who I am without the laughter, the constant cloud of being needed just for cheer.
Maybe someone listening tonight has been performing joy for so long. You're not sure what it even feels like to just receive comfort instead of giving it. I want you to hear this. God never asked you to be the entertainment. He's not looking for your best material. He's looking for your honest heart, tired and unfunny. And all you can set the role down here. You don't have to hold up the room for him. And if the exhaustion you're feeling goes beyond tiredness, if it feels like hopelessness, if it feels like you can't keep going, please reach out tonight to a counselor, a pastor, or a crisis line in your area. You are worth that call. You are worth staying for. Tired of being the funny one, but you're teaching me to rest. I don't have to earn my worth through every joke or jest. God knew, God stayed, and now I finally feel a love that never needed my performance to be real. Tired of being the funny one, but free to finally be true. Free to finally be true in front of only you. If you're tired of being the funny one tonight and needed this, comment below. I don't have to perform, so we know. And so we can pray for you personally. We read every single comment. If you're struggling with real thoughts of hopelessness, please don't carry that alone. Reach out to a counselor, pastor, or crisis line in your area right now. You matter, and help is available. And if this ministry is reaching hurting hearts like yours, you can support us through a super thanks. Every gift helps us keep reaching people who are tired of performing joy they don't feel.